me see. Okay. Hi, everybody. Let me turn this down. Hi, everybody. This is Miss Arcadian coming live from wherever, my bedroom. This is the Collector's Corner. This time, we're going to have a bunch of new collector's things that Steve the Collector is going to show off. Here's Steve. Hold on. I hit the button again. I keep hitting it.
All right, here I am. Okay, Miss A. Miss A, thank you for having me, and thank you for showcasing my Monkees collection. And it means a lot to me, and it's important to get this collection out to the fans, you know. And today we got a lot of great stuff. We got a lot of monkey promos from 1965 right to 1970, and some beyond. The last three promos at the end are going to be something real special. So if you are in a live feed, stay tuned, because we got a lot of great things coming at the end. A lot of special items.
Thank you, Collector. Now
You're so welcome.
Now we have Joe. He's also a part of the stream today.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Welcome, Joe. How you doing today?
Doing fine.
Good. Thank you for joining us for the Monkees Collectible Corner.
So it feels like the Retro Prism days all over again.
Hey, that's not a bad thing. Thing.
No, not by a long shot. It's a good thing.
Definitely not. Yeah, absolutely. So, whenever Miss A would like to get started with the Collector Show number 4, I am ready to go.
Okay, let me pull this up. Screen share. You see it?
I don't see anything on my end. No.
Unless it's up on YouTube.
I'm looking on YouTube.
So it's up on YouTube and not the StreamYard then.
Nope, it's not doing it.
Oh, that's too bad.
I'm trying to do it from the PDF file.
Yeah, you would just open up the PDF file and just show the pictures. Right. It's hard to tell you about the stuff without seeing the actual photos.
Let me see. I had it saved earlier somewhere. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Find. No. Save as. Let me see. I'm figuring it out.
It's okay.
Take your time.
Okay.
You can see the photos on YouTube, but you can't see them on the streaming service, right?
You can't see them on YouTube.
Okay.
Invalid file type. Come on now.
Well, we can
Slides.
always reschedule for another time, and so we
Or
could
she could try to pass it off to me.
Okay.
On Streamer, I got the option. Apparently, I got the option to stream PDF, so I could try before we have to reschedule.
Okay.
Let me get that up. Hang on. Sending it to you, Joe. Email. It's under stuff. I think I'm the only one watching me. I do it for the chat, so I can see the chat.
You have anybody in the chat?
Collector show, paper
No.
compressed, PDF. Let's see if this will work. Slides and PDFs.
My Chromebook is like...
The Chromebook's like a struggle bus.
Yes.
So I'm trying to see if... Well, it's not so much my tower. Does it have the power? It should have the power. It's just a question of how to stream it.
Oh, there it is. There's one.
I still have a whole lot of preview and control on my end, but you guys can actually see that?
I can see one of them.
I don't see anything.
I can. It says...
Yeah.
It has them in slides. Oh, good.
Oh,
yeah,
you're controlling them right now, Mrs. A?
Yeah.
Okay. If you're in control of them, all right.
I'm gonna add this one. It's the first one you sent over.
Yeah, there you go. So there's 5 of them. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, there's 5 of them. So what those are? They're monkey teaser photos. These are extremely rare. This is the first one. As you scroll along, there'll be 4 more. These were sent to magazines, and they were sent to radio stations, and they are very, 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 very hard to find. You might be able to find 1 or 2, but to have all 5 of them is extremely rare.
So what they do, Steve, do they kind of break them up then? And like,
yes.
They send them out to the magazine, the radios as a big set, and then over the years they just kind of spread them, scatter them into the wind type of deal?
Well, they were in old newspapers, old magazines. They were sent all over. So, all right. So that's the first one. So the teaser photos, the teaser photos were sent to all over. These were sent out before the show started. They were like a promo, like the Monkees are coming, the Monkees are big business, the Monkees are this and that. So they would send them out. It's just very, very rare to find all of these together. So the first one is the Monkees. All these are monkey promo advertisements. You would find them in Billboard magazine. You would find them in Cashbox magazines. This is one of the first ones. I pretty much have all of them. I'm only missing maybe like 3 or 4 of them out of the set that I can't find. But this is one of the first ones. Now, as these are displayed, they're all put out by the year they were released in the magazines. So this is the Monkey Time. This was released September 17th, 1966. This is one of the very, very first ones to come out when the single came out.
Oh, that's cool.
So in other words, the Monkees, we're talking late '66 is when they actually got their start.
Yeah, well, they all got hired in '65. So some of the promo stuff came out in '65, like some of the stuff we've seen before this, the monkey, the teaser photos. Those came out in like late '65, early '66. They were coming out. This is one of the first ones. If you opened up Billboard magazine in 1966, this is what you would see.
That's pretty cool.
There's another one if you want to scroll to the next one. This is the Monkey Shines one. This was put out on September 24th, 1966. Well, a lot of people don't understand these magazines were flooded with monkey stuff. Every week there'd be something different that would come out. Very, very hard to find. This is the good as gold one. This came out the year after. This came out March 18th, 1967.
So by then I'm guessing the Monkees were already on TV by that point.
Yes, they were already on TV. They already had a hit record. They had Last Train to Clarksville was their hit record. The album went gold. I mean, it's just exploding at this point.
This was before Headquarters, wasn't it? But it had the Headquarters picture.
Yes, I do believe. I'm looking around to see if I have it on my wall here. It might be in the other room. But I do believe this is a little bit me, a little bit you advertisement. You know, there's another single that came out. Yeah.
That's cool.
Here's the next big one. This came out July 15th, 1967, The Summer of Love. This is in Billboard magazine. To me, these are nothing but pieces of art. The way the colors are and the lettering, and they just look absolutely fantastic, framed. And they're very, very hard to find. They're very hard to find. Years ago, you'd be able to buy one of these for maybe like $20. But over the past year and a half, Monkees collectible stuff has tripled in price. I don't know why. They just gone right off the planet with this stuff.
And that does seem to be, Steve, that does track with some of the Star Trek collectible stuff has definitely also increased over the years.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just collector stuff across the board, depending on its value, intrinsic value. And then in terms of like electronics, specifically vintage guitar amps, they've also gone up in price because of in terms of intrinsic collective value and, well, guitar amps specifically. It's also the one big thing that goes along with some of the stuff is the availability to also repair, maintain, and even sometimes rebuild stuff. Those people are going away slowly, so that will that trickles up to the value of the collector item is the ability to be able to maintain it, especially if you're using it daily.
Right. Like this particular one you're looking at, I think I bought it quite a few years back for like $20. Right now, I see one for sale for almost $70.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'd even be hard pressed to grab one.
Oh, they're hard to find. This is one of my favorites because I just like the bold lettering on it and the DW Washburn. So this one is November 11th, 1967. This came out. Great colors, great everything. This is another hard to find one. It's another hard to find one. And you have to remember, like, you start getting 1966, 1967 stuff from the Monkees, you could find some of that stuff. But as 1968, 69, 1970 comes around, this stuff is extremely rare that you're going to start seeing coming up. This is another rare one. This is a super rare one. You don't see this one too often because it didn't really have the Monkees pictures on it, but it just showcased where they were in the Billboard charts. So this one came out December 16th, 1967. And it also had the original ad for the Monkees audition on there too.
Oh, that's cool.
The Madness ad. Yeah.
So the one thing I will say is that there are certain criteria for gold and platinum records. Now, back in those days, before for the modern audience that knows about streaming, it's pretty easy to hit gold and even platinum these days. But back in those days, when you actually had to physically print out your records and you had to physically make sure that
Yeah.
people were buying them and listening to them, hitting gold, even just gold, was actually meant something back in those days. And hitting platinum,
Sure.
you really had hit it.
Yeah,
Today, it's just
yeah.
today is almost just kind of like having a little bit of almost like a participation trophy these days. Back then,
Yeah.
it meant something.
Yeah, no, it really did because I mean, just look at what you're looking at right now. This is physical media. This is promotional stuff. You don't really see a lot of this stuff for bands anymore. Everything's all done online. You know, everything's all done online.
Which is kind of a shame because there's just something about even something that's printed like this. There's just something about holding it in your hand
Yeah,
and just reading it right there, as we discussed before, in analog versus
yeah,
doing it in digital.
absolutely, absolutely. Let's check out the next one.
Yep.
This one here is another very, very hard to find one. This is the Valerie Tapioca Tundra one. So this came out March 9th, 1968.
Wow.
This one's a hard to find one. Very hard to find this one.
Oh, one thing I do like about this is actually it also showcases kind of what they've accomplished so far, which is 5 million selling singles, which
Mm-hmm.
for, like I said, for a band that was supposedly built entirely over NBC, since they're supposedly a corporate band, that is incredible in and of itself.
Yes, very incredible. Very incredible. Check out the next one.
Okay.
This is another rare one. This one, here they are here now. This is March 4th, 1968. This was the Birds and the Bees, and they also have the 8-track available too.
Oh,
Which I have to say, if you can find any Monkees albums on the College Gem label on 8-track, you're talking big money. That 8-track right there is probably $400 right now.
Wow.
You know, very hard to find the 8-tracks.
Even more difficult to maintain an 8-track player.
Yeah.
Good
luck finding one of them.
Well, no, my dad has an 8-track. Is maintaining it is the difficult part because maintaining the magnetic heads is like maintaining magnetic heads on a VHS. The two of them all share similar, basically similar mechanics, but it's just maintaining their magnetic distribution. It can be difficult, Steve.
Yes.
It's difficult enough. Even I don't want to try it. I would have to actually have somebody teach me how to do it.
Yeah, I don't know too much about 8-tracks. They were a little bit before my time. You know, mine was cassette and CDs. I remember when CDs first came out. Well, that was a big deal. You know, records and cassettes and then CDs. Let's check out the next one.
Yep.
So here's another one. Which side of the Monkees' new single will get to number one first? This came out June 8th, 1968.
Which ones are they? I think it's like St. Matthew or something. No, D.W. Washburn and...
Yeah. I can't really see it. Oh, I got it right here. And it's Nice to Be With You. And D.W. Washburn, It's Nice to Be With You. Yeah. Which none of them went to number one.
No.
They did okay in the charts, but they didn't go to number one. This one right here. This was in a Cashbox magazine. This is the Monkees' most programmed vocal group. This came out July 6, 1968. This is extremely hard to find, this one right here.
Oh, I'm sure. They're wearing their 65 costumes from the pilot.
Exactly. But it came out in 1968. You
Yeah.
know, very, very, very hard to find this. When this popped up for sale, I was like, I couldn't believe it. I was just like, buy now, buy it. No. You have to watch out for some of these advertisements too, because there's a lot of fakes out there.
Oh, yeah.
The one mostly, like, if you buy from eBay, they'll tell you if it's a reproduction or not. Most people are really good about it. You know,
That's good.
you could tell the difference too, because like if this one right here, this is another holy grail item. Very, very hard to find this one. Like if it was a reproduction, it'd be for sale for like $9.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Instead of 75. You know, so right there, I'll tell you. You know, this is the instant replay one from February 22nd, 1969.
Wow.
And you notice how everything's like doubled on it, like an instant replay.
Yeah, that's funny.
The other thing by this point is Peter Tork was already out of the band, so you don't see him featured.
Yes. Now in between, before this one, you would have the head one, the head advertisement. I have not found one. Well, I did find one. But the guy wanted $100 for it, and it was in terrible condition, and so I didn't buy it.
What?
Yeah, they're very expensive. These things are very expensive. I have thousands of dollars just on my walls alone. Thousands. This here's another extremely rare one. Someday Man. This came out May 3rd, 1969. This is another very, 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 very hard find. If you do, you're going to pay up for it. You're going to pay anywhere between $80 and $100.
Wow.
Yeah. And you could see it's got the bubble gum machine on it, and how the glass is all broken. They're kind of trying to break that bubble gum image.
Oh, yeah, definitely. That's a cute idea.
And here is the last one to be released. It's the Oh My My, May 23rd, 1970. Now, at this time, Davey and Mickey were still, they were under contract. They were still doing stuff for the Monkees. Mike has left and Peter has left. But the Monkees have come back on ABC instead of NBC Saturday mornings. So now the Monkees are getting all these huge ratings again for Saturday morning. So this is what this is showcasing. The Monkees are bigger than ever on Saturday morning cartoons, Saturday morning crowd, because all the reruns were playing. It's huge. This is another extremely hard one to find. Anything like 1970, anything with the Oh My My, the Changes album, this advertisement, you're gonna pay. You're gonna pay up. You're gonna pay up for it.
Yeah.
So now after this, this is the bonus round. This is the bonus round. This is from Sweden. Okay, this was given to record stores in Sweden. This is a double-sided poster. Now on the other side, it's got all four of them standing with the skull caps on when they were changing different identities in one of the Monkey shows. It's a 1968 poster by, I don't know if I'm saying this right, by Konst. There is only 8 of these original posters printed in Sweden in 1968. They hung in record stores. Yeah. Now, the big problem with this poster is there is a lot of fakes out there. A lot of fakes. And the only way you can really tell that it's not a fake is something so stupid, it's ridiculous. I don't even really want to tell anybody, but I'll mention it. In the corners, you're going to see little pinholes where they used to pin them to the walls. If you
Yeah.
got those 4 pinholes, you know you got an original one. This is an original one. Very hard to find one.
Well, the one thing I was asked Steve about original reproductions, if you had someone who was really adept, the other thing I would ask is, would you also be able to distinguish them with the color grading?
It's hard. I don't know. You'd have to have an expert for that. You really have to have somebody that knows.
Because I would start to, especially when it comes to reproductions, you have like analog digital transfer. So then you have differences between like the old dotted printing versus the DPI and the digital. Then you have the color grading. And so for me, it's like the pinhole would sound like the most obvious thing if you're just looking for like a quick and dirty. But then I would go into all the other things because, at least for me, Steve, especially when you get some people, because there's some other things that Parasite like to collect. There are some people that will go to those lengths with some of those tidbits, like you said, and will try to fake it out as much as they can. So you have to go
Right.
to other avenues. So that's why I
Right.
just asked.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, I mean, some of the fakes you can tell just by the paper alone. The paper won't be as heavy quality as the paper like this is. This is like a really heavy duty paper. That's why it lasted so long. You know, it's
Okay,
not flimsy.
Okay, so that'd be another thing is the paperweight, because yeah, you're right. A lot of the reproductions are usually done on very light paper.
Yeah, this is not light paper. This is like a construction type paper, like old stuff. I mean, it smells old. You know.
So it'd probably be close to the way to cardboard paper.
Yeah, definitely. Take a look at the next. Now, this one here. There's a lot with this one. This one here is a soft drink nightclub. This was put out if you wanted to invest in the Monkees business, like the Monkees franchise. You can actually open up a nightclub for $15,000 and serve soft drinks with the monkey logo, with the Monkees, everything with it.
Oh wow, that's fun.
This is so hard to find this poster. It's almost impossible because not a lot of them were printed. And as far as I know, well, the $15,000 in 1966 is equal to about $145,000 now in 2026. So back then, that was a lot of money. That was a lot of money to start up a Monkees. As far as I know, of what I've seen and what I've researched, only one of them opened in New Jersey.
Oh wow.
Yeah, only one. I don't know how long it was open for. It's very, very hard to find info on it. All I know is that one was opened up in New Jersey. Yeah, someone put the $15,000 up. You got the right to the monkey stuff. Like when the Monkees TV show come on, you know, you can have people come in and drink soda and watch the show, just stuff like that, you know.
Just a quick tidbit question, Steve. Do you happen to know, just from your time as a collector, do you happen to know with these kind of soft drink clubs, were they more popular on the West Coast then than the East Coast? Because you're saying that only one opened up in New Jersey.
I think only one opened up in New Jersey because of the money you had to put up.
Okay.
It was very expensive.
Well, not just expensive, but I'm also thinking too the popularity. So popularity will also entice people to actually throw down that kind of money to open up a soft drink nightclub. So that's why I was asking if there were more than that may have opened up on the West Coast versus say the East Coast.
You know, Joe, it could have been. There could have been more, and they were just never reported on. I don't know. I've like I said, I found of one in New Jersey that opened up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the next one, this is the Holy Grail right here. This is a Mickey Dolenz contract from 1998. This is from the Sovereign of the Seas Flower Power Cruise. Now, Mickey Dolenz used to do all these cruise on the boat. It's called the Sovereign of the Seas, and this is his contract, his signed contract. Now, you can see at the bottom, I have got that crossed out. That was for Social Security number. His Social Security number, but he didn't put a Social Security number down there. He has an IRS number they will put down for business. So I don't know if he's using that same number. So I took a little piece of paper and I covered it.
Yeah.
You know, this is, one of a kind type thing.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
Yeah, it's one of my holy grail items. He's got a signature and everything. And that's it. That's it for the collector show number 4.
Yep. That's everything.
That's everything.
Okay. I'll just end the stream here. Thank you for all who showed up. It was probably
thank you.
me. Thank you, the collector. Thank you, Joe.
Thank you.
End the stream.